MrBeast, the biggest YouTuber on YouTube, is facing the most controversial allegations ever. We know about the Chris Tyson allegations and what he was in the past, the terrifying and horrible news and reports against him. But Jimmy Donaldson tried to sneak out of the way and manipulate his audience by proving he wasn't aware of these situations and others. However, I am sad to announce that he is the main villain. If you have seen my previous video, you probably know why KHRIs got banned and faced so many allegations for talking to minors and many other horrible things. We won't talk about that now. Today we will talk about Jimmy Donaldson, who was the main controller behind everything. Dogpack404, a former employee of the MrBeast team, has revealed several allegations against MrBeast, from faking his videos to promoting gambling and many more. But if you think Dogpack404 isn't enough, let me introduce you to this young lady, a queen, the smart, the G asterisk cough asterisk cough asterisk, who revealed how MrBeast faked his video. If you don't know her, let me enlighten you. Rosanna Poncino. Rosanna John Reardon, known online as Rosanna Poncino, is an American YouTuber, actress, author, businesswoman, and singer. She is known for hosting her baking series Nerdy Noomies on YouTube, which established her as one of the highest paid content creators on the platform. Okay, so the main part is she was in the MrBeast hide-and-seek video, and she exposed how MrBeast treated them and the unfair advantage. If you don't believe me, no problem, the next 10 to 15 minutes will be only her exposing Jimmy.
So the email I want to read for you today was sent out by a branch of IATSE to its members in Canada, which is where the next leg of Beast Games is to be filmed. It states the following. I'm going to be reading off the phone. Dear members of IATSE, MrBeast, parentheses, Beast Games, aka Project Greenlight, and just so people know, like TV shows and movies have project names, like secret project names, and this one's secret project name is Greenlight, has been deemed an unfair production. As per Section 12 of the Constitution and bylaws, parentheses see below, no member of IATSE is permitted to work on this production. Now this is Section 12, unfair job. No member of local shall work on any job that is declared unfair. For the purpose of these bylaws, any motion picture work taking place within the jurisdiction of IATSE that is not taking place under a signed collective agreement or letter of understanding with a local shall be considered unfair. A member refusing to leave a job declared unfair or which falls under the definition contained herein shall be expelled from the membership. So at a bare minimum, this shows that Jimmy never planned to make Beast Games a union show. He wants to hire union workers, he wants the quality, but he doesn't want to pay for them. In my opinion, and from the stories that I've heard, Jimmy pays very little and did not want to cover people's benefits. Amazon gave Jimmy $100 million to make this game show. That is plenty of money to make a safe show. And I want to know, where's the money going? Like, where is the money going? It's not going to pay for the crew and their benefits. It's not going for safety protocol. It's not going to quality food. And it's just interesting to me that someone who claims that they want to give back and they care about people doesn't seem to do it when the cameras aren't rolling. And one last thing I just realized, the name for Beast Games project is Greenlight, which is a reference to the first contest on the show Squid Games where they kill off half the contestants. And I just got confirmation from someone at the Las Vegas shoot that the shoot name there was codename Project Red Light. Red Light, Green Light. In my opinion, Jimmy thinks he is recreating the Squid Games, and I'll just leave you with this. It's a picture of Jimmy on set in an outfit inspired by the villain from Squid Games. Alright, so I have been receiving more updates about the injuries on the set of Beast Games, confirmed by multiple people that I am going to be telling you about today. I'd like to read you 2 statements from Beast Game contestants who witnessed the same and, in my opinion, a horrifying event. I've actually received more than 5 statements about this exact situation, but for the sake of this video, I will be reading 2 of them. I'm a very slow reader, I'm dyslexic, so I just thank you in advance for being patient with me. I'm really trying to do the best I can, and in the future I plan on reading many more statements. I'm currently in contact and I'm talking with a little over 200 people who are involved on the show. Here's the first statement. The lack of water, food, and medical attention was embarrassing and sad. Women and elders injured. I witnessed 2 seizures, a sprained ankle. Staff and medical did nothing to help her, leaving her for hours crying. Teammates were helping console and aimed to get the staff to assist. PAs ignored us. I witnessed a rope literally wrapped around a young woman's neck. choking her out on the red team. Multiple people being trampled on their heads and chests. I blamed the production and MrBeast for standing in front of us, encouraging the mosh pits and people fighting over jerseys. Many of us, nervous for our safety, it was difficult to breathe or even stand up straight. The ones eliminated were discarded without food, water, hotel, or flight home. Without a safe space to decompress, we just sat around the casino at slot machines, delirious and starving. In some cases, for over 24 hours without anything. Spouses and family members were furious. I know one account of someone driving across states to come pick up their loved one. The production's travel department was non-responsive. No one would answer calls or emails. The hotel would not let us rebook unless there was a flight arranged. Here is the second statement from a different verified competitor. The very first challenge, it was 5 teams and 400 people pulling 10,000 pounds. At first, they split us up into 4 teams, A, B, C, and D. So we all lined up in front of the rope. When they told us that we had to split into teams of 400, no one moved. So instead, they said we would get our colored jerseys for our teams. They started throwing jerseys, and this led to me in a mosh pit getting squished. There were 3 other girls around me, but were shorter. We were trying to keep each other from falling as we were getting squished. This was honestly so scary for me, and I know they won't show this. I ended up getting out of the pit and saw a male contestant who had 8 orange jerseys. I asked him for one, and he told me no. The strong young men were picking their teams so they could win. My team ended up being the red team, of older people and rest women. We ended up losing because the people at the end of the rope had fallen down and the rope was choking them. People were on top of each other, squishing them. Production told us we had to keep going and they weren't going to stop the challenge. Well, that led to us stop pulling and start helping those who were hurt. This incident led to 6 other contestants to leave who had won. They saw and heard what happened and said that their dignity was worth more. I'm going to stop reading the statement, and I just want to clarify for anyone listening that these 6 people who left were not people who lost the challenge. These are people who won. They were able to stick around. These are people who turned down $5 million or a chance at $5 million because they didn't want anything to do with this production and how people were being treated. When we got into the room where they had us all wait, I talked with some of the younger production team. They said that the game wasn't fair and that the orange team had mostly all strong men. They also said that our team had about 20 to 25 men, who most were old and the rest were women, in a team of 400. This is crazy to hear. They were so not prepared for 2,000 people, and it shows. I'm so glad I got eliminated so I didn't have to endure with the lack of sleep, eating meals that were in no way filling, and the lack of structure. To end this video, I want to directly address the people who are saying, well, they're competing for $5 million, and of course it's going to be dangerous. That is simply not true. Productions have been giving away millions of dollars on reality TV shows for decades while still managing to keep their contestants safe. I'm genuinely worried that if changes don't happen on the set of Beast Games, something more tragic will happen. I'll talk to you guys soon.
Okay, so after all that, you can guess how MrBeast really faked his video. Now, let's come to the minor allegations. Remember in my past video where I exposed that Jimmy was in the server and he was well aware of everything? Yeah, we just got another piece of evidence that Jimmy was also talking to Lava, who was 12 years old at that time. So, FBI officers, if you are watching this video, don't just lock up KHRIs, lock Jimmy too. You know Chris's little girl Spooky might be scared of the big juicy man in jail who might touch her, so Jimmy can protect KHR as like an alpha, you know? Also, remember Shadman, Chris's friend? Yeah, and the disturbing art? Now look at this. Yes, it is that art where MrBeast said, I was unaware, blah blah. Bro, you knew everything from the beginning. You are the mastermind behind all of that. Now what can we do about this? Well, nothing. Just cancel him and KHRIs and make PewDiePie the legend, the hero, the happy man. Bro, I'm so jealous of PewDiePie. He got the best wife, the cutie pie son, and one of the most beautiful places. I can't take it anymore. Bye.